Hey y'all, I am Antoinette from thefancyfriend.com where I blog about a high-low mix of feminine style, mostly fashion beauty, some travel, lifestyle, things like that. And today I'm going to get into a haul. So it was my birthday a couple of weeks ago. So that's when I treat myself to makeup that I may not normally buy. Um, so I got a lot of things that have been on my list for a while that I really wanted. So I went to Ulta and Sephora. So I'm going to show you the things that I got from those two respective stores. And then I'm going to show you the birthday gift that they give you. So it's already a minute in. So I'm just going to get started straight away with Ulta, which is over here. So the first thing I got is my go-to eyeliner. It is the Stila All Day liner. Oh, upside down. There you go. So I keep these on deck. Like, I'm never going to run out of these. So, every time it's like extra points or something, I go ahead and I buy this because I use this every single day. It's how I get my winged liner. Like, I will not be without this. So I'm always stocked up. So I think I'm maybe like halfway through my current pen. So I just went ahead and got another one. I honestly cannot rave about this enough. This is like the perfect tool to get the winged liner. I've used other ones, but honestly, like, this is just it. It's worth the money. I think it's up to $22 now, but I mean, it lasts forever, and it gives me the look that I'm going for. I've wasted my money on many other things, so I just stock up on these all the time. Next is a product that I've literally wanted for such a long time, and I can never convince myself to spend this kind of money on it. But it is the Anastasia Brow Dip, and I got mine in dark brown. So it was in between chocolate and dark. It's lighter now because I have a light on my phone. But it was in between those two. So this is the darker one. I don't suggest, if you have like natural color hair or eyebrows, that you guys go for black. Because really your hair is not black. It's just normally it's just a dark brown. I've used it a couple of times and I'm really not sure about it quite yet. I think I'm just not used to my eyebrows being filled in. I mean, normally they look like this. I get them shaped, but I don't normally fill them in. So I'm kind of still getting used to it. So to go along with that, I intended to get the two-sided brush that Anastasia has. So it has a spoolie on one end, and it's like a little angled brush on the other side. But they were out, and I had planned to use the brow dip that weekend, so I needed something to use. So actually I got this kit from Real Techniques. Original price was $20 for this, and I was like, I really don't know. But I got to the register and it was $10. So it comes with a few different tools to help you take care of your eyebrows. So you have angled tweezers, individual hair tweezers. Then you have the angle brush I was talking about. This one's it's like a spongy kind of material, and it's supposed to be for highlighting under your brow. And then you get the spoolie. So I've used these two when I did my brows this weekend, and they're pretty good. And I mean, all of these for $10. The Anastasia one I think was $18 just for the one two-sided brush. So I'm not going to buy that. I'm just going to keep going with this. Then I got two things from e.l.f. Y'all know I love e.l.f. because they're inexpensive products, but they work really well. So the first thing I got was the Flawless Face Brush. So I had these two blushes that I've been using. The only thing is they stain my brushes whenever I try to use them. So I use the Real Techniques all over powder brush to put on the blush. But it just stains it so bad. So if I use one color one day and I want to use a different color the different day, the color that was on the day before is still on the brush, and it mixes, so you don't really get a true color payoff. So I wanted to get another brush. And like I said, e.l.f. This one is like maybe like $6. It's probably one of the most inexpensive brushes on the market, but it's so good. I mean, it feels amazing. It works well. If you wash it properly, the bristles don't fall off. I mean, I have almost the entire collection of e.l.f. brushes. Seriously, love this. And something else that I got was the e.l.f. Daily Cleaner for the brushes. So I admit I don't wash my brushes as much as I should. And by that, I mean, like, literally never at all. Um, like, I wash my beauty blender when there's no more pink left. I don't. So maybe this will help me clean it a little bit more. Or like, maybe on, like, a day-to-day, so it won't literally be, like, it'll literally be months. So it won't, like, literally be months in between me washing it. If I can just spray it on real quick and brush it on a paper towel when I'm done, I'll let y'all know if I actually do that. But what's interesting about this is that it smells like the other e.l.f. skincare items. So I got a mask a couple months back from e.l.f. and it smells just like that. So I just thought that was interesting. And the last thing that I got from Ulta is new. Well, not really new, but they packaged it new. So it is 4 Kalisonic brushes in one pack. This is also something that I'm not going to go without. I'm going to need the heads for the Kalisonic. I mean, I started using my Kalisonic maybe like 4 years ago almost, and then, like, it completely changed my skin. Like, my skin was always like rough and uneven, and I started using that, and it's almost like skin I had before I started having acne, like when I was like 10, and I was like in my 20s when I started using it. So little skin I haven't seen in like 10 years. So I'm just not going to go without it. So this is actually an entire year's worth. So you change your brush every 3 months. So I'm not going to have to buy anymore. And it was supposed to be on some special, so it was $81, and it's supposed to be buy 3, get 1 free. I usually buy them 2 at a time, but they have all 4, so I'm going to buy all 4 at a time. Alright, so that's what I got from Ulta, and then let me show you their birthday present. So it is to benefit Pore Professional. Oh, my light is so bright. So let me open it up. I actually don't like this. I tried it out. That's what it looks like. I actually tried it out last year when I started, like, testing out primers. I wish you guys could see. But I really don't like it. I felt like it clogged my pores instead of, like, masking them or, like, going over them. And then I felt like I used it and I just got extra oily anyway, so it's not something I'd probably use, but they gave it to me, so I'm here. Alright, next is Sephora. Now, so my philosophy on Ulta versus Sephora is that if it's available at Ulta, I'm going to buy it and get the points for it. So if it's like Anastasia Beverly Hills, Stila, now they have NARS. So if it's available both places, I'll buy it at Ulta and get the points for it. But it's some things that are high-end and only available at Sephora. So I go ahead and buy them at Sephora. So first I'll get started with this. This is the Huda Beauty Liquid Lipstick in Trophy Wife. And I have been wanting this for months. My friend Nakara told me about this, and I've been wanting it for so long. You can't really find it in most stores. I saw it in one in Virginia, but most of the stores around here in Baltimore, I haven't been able to find it. And it's $20, and, you know, I'm a color pop girl. They're only $6. But I was like, you know what? It's your birthday. Treat yourself. So I finally got it, and it's actually what I have on today. So I keep looking. It looks so good. So I told my friend Akara I was looking for, like, the perfect black girl pink, and I think this is it. I think it looks great. It doesn't look like too Barbie pink, but it's also not, like, too muted. It's an actual pink color. I love the formula. You have to put on a couple coats of it, but it's not too drying. It's definitely not drying like ColourPop is drying. But it feels very soft and, like, comfortable on the lips. It has maybe like a rosy kind of scent to it. I'm not sure how to really explain that. but honestly, like, I could just keep looking because I love this color, so it's definitely going to be a go-to. So if you ever do find it in store, it's pretty accurate to, I mean, it looks different. Well, it doesn't look too different on the light, but it's actually pretty accurate to what's in the bottle and what's in the packaging, which sometimes it's completely off. So this is something else I recommend as well. Next, I got two liquid lip stains in the Sephora collection. So actually the first matte lipstick I ever wore was from this collection. And it was a red, and it was like my go-to red forever. And it had a mauve color that I use pretty often. So I wanted to play around with a couple different shades. I think they're maybe like $14, so they're not like too bad. I haven't tried them out yet, but I was actually thinking about returning them. I kind of just was like, oops, in Sephora, and I was like, hey, let me just buy it. Treat yourself. But I tried them on to see if I actually want to keep them. I'm not really sure what color. Oh no, it was in Sweet Raspberry, so it's kind of a pinky magenta color. So I checked to see if this is different from this one, or if it's, you know, too pink or too purple. We'll try that out. And then this one was really interesting to me because it was a metallic purple. I mean, so purple's my favorite color, and it's metallic, and I love metallic, so I was like getting it. I'm not sure if I'd actually wear it, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. All right, next, I've got a different beauty blender than what I normally get. So this one's the nude one. So in my mind, it was like closer to my shade, so like it wouldn't stain as much as the pink one does. It stains the same, honestly. I've used it this weekend, and I had to like really work out the foundation and stuff that got stuck in here. One thing, this is just like a personal pet peeve of mine. So you know, when you wash out the beauty blenders, like you get some of the dye that comes out of here. And the dye that came out of this one was like a neon yellow. And it's just something about neon yellow that like really bothers me. Like, I don't know, like it reminded me of like this Lysol cleaner that I use, and I'm just watching it go down the drain, and I was like, I don't know about this. So maybe to prevent that, I get a white one, which will probably stain as much as anything. But definitely love a beauty blender still over anything else I've tried. I tried the Real Technique ones, and they're like, okay, if you don't want to spend $20 on a beauty blender, I would recommend the Real Techniques one. But once you go to the beauty blender, it's really hard to go back to anything else. So that's why I just keep ordering these. And I think the last thing I got, something else that I've been wanting probably for over a year, but I just couldn't justify spending that much on it. But once again, I just turned 25. Treat yourself. So it's the Laura Mercier translucent powder. So this is the smaller one. I actually wish I got the bigger one because it's so much bigger for I think like $14 extra. So this one I think was $22, and the big one I think is 34 maybe. I'm not sure. So this, I don't know how to describe it. It's 0.33 ounces, and it's a travel size. I don't know how many ounces the full size one is. But everyone has just been like swearing by it. So I was really excited to try it out because just like all of a sudden my concealer started creasing down here. Like every time I wear concealer, like it never happened before, so I never really thought to powder it. But just like every single time I wore concealer, it just started to separate here, and it was driving me crazy. So I was like, you know what? It's time. It's just time to go ahead and buy it. So I got it. I used it this weekend, and I loved it. I'm probably going to do a post about what I do to stop the creasing, because it's been amazing, this new routine that I've been doing. Like, it hasn't creased at all, and I've been out for, like, hours and hours, you know, running around the city. So that's definitely something I recommend. And then let me show you the birthday present. The birthday gift that you get from Sephora. I'm a scammer, so I got two. Got one in store and one online. So it's a Tarte blush and a Tarte lip paint. Let's see, the blush is in Party, and the lip paint is in Birthday Suit. So these really aren't, I would say, black girl formulations. The blush isn't too bad. You have to really pack it on, kind of. It's not too bad. It's a very light pink. I go for a richer pink, so it's not, you're just not gonna really see it too much on your skin. But I'll put these in my flat lay. They look cute, right? It has a little Tarte imprint on it. And then the lip paint. So I did try this out, and even with my go-to lip liner, Chestnut by MAC, it was still, I couldn't really save it. First of all, I don't really like the formula. The formula was very streaky, and I had to like play with it and almost like place it and pat it down to where I wanted it instead of kind of like it swipes and kind of like self-level. So I didn't really like that too much. And I just think it's too light of a color for most black girls. Even with the liner, I couldn't really get it to look a way I wanted it to. But I mean, it's a nice, very cute package. But unfortunately, I didn't like the formula or the color. So that's where we are. Alright guys, that is the end of my haul. I think I showed you guys everything that I got. You know, it's my birthday. Treat yourself. Don't do this all the time, but you know, I do. So thank you so much for checking out this video. Make sure to follow me on social media at The Fancy Friend on Twitter and Instagram, and check out my blog, thefancyfriend.com. Alright, thanks guys. Bye.